After 6 successive quarterly losses, the Finnish phone company Nokia is back in profit. But the company scrapped its dividend to shareholders and its share price has fallen. Well, Ben Rooney has been looking at the numbers. Is this finally a turnaround for Nokia?
I think there's the adage we have to use here is one swallow doesn't make a summer. On the positive side, and it's great to be able to talk about positive things about Nokia, fantastic. They've made a profit in this quarter, and the other great thing is they have sort of changed the pace of the company. They're producing lots of phones, they're getting things out there. So there is a feeling that there's sort of momentum behind it.
I was just going to ask you, how did they actually achieve this turnaround? I mean, they have this new smartphone, the Lumia, which seems to be quite successful. Is that how it's...
Yeah, it's successful-ish. I mean, I think the problem is when you actually look at the fundamentals, when you look at the figures, and we've got them here, yes, their operating profit, if you take device and services, their operating profit is up by 36%. But their sales are down by 36%. So clearly the way they are doing this, and again it's the same in Nokia Siemens network, sales up 5%, profit up 275%. They're extracting a huge amount of cost out of the business. So they're not growing the business, they're just cutting massively.
But they've been for some time now, they've been basically trying to, sell off assets. They sold the Virtu line, which is the one that's covered in diamonds.
The bling-tastic phone.
The bling-tastic phone.
Yeah.
They even sold their company headquarters outside Helsinki and then
leased it back.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's possible to be too negative as well. I mean, all of those things are great things to do because, the new CEO, or he's been in office for a while now, Stephen Elop, has done is extracted a huge amount of cost. Essentially, he's shrunk the company. Now, he's had to do this because, remember, this was the world's largest mobile phone maker. It is no longer the world's largest mobile phone maker. So you can't have a company that big that isn't making those sort of sales. He had to do this.
Okay, so how do they move forward from this point?
Well, unfortunately, the next set of, they've already warned us. There's nothing like getting your bad news in first, that the next quarter, Q1 of this year, is going to be bad. It's going to be off by about 2%. Now, historically, the last quarter of the year is always big. The first quarter is always bad. What we need to see is, first of all, how bad is it? And then really some indication of what the next quarter is going to be like before we have any real idea.
I gather they've actually said they're trying to really push into China here. They're discussing about the third mobile ecosystems, as they call it.
Yeah.
You can explain that to us.
Okay, well, the third mobile ecosystem, essentially, Android is the world's largest now, and then Apple. So there's a big fight on now who's going to be the third one. They use the Microsoft Windows Phone ecosystem up against perhaps the BlackBerry RIM. RIM's not doing quite so well at the moment. There is a bit of momentum, a little bit of momentum behind Windows Phone. As for China, I haven't actually looked at in detail at the China figures, but I would be surprised if China is holding up for them. I need to look at that more carefully.
It'll be interesting to see. Okay, but basically, is this why the share price is actually down on the news?
Well,
the report?
Yeah. I think that if you cut your dividend, that's never a great sign. It's now, why would you buy? There's now less reason to buy the share. The fundamentals. Still, we need to see. I think we still need to see more evidence. This is only one quarter, and he's achieved that profit by throwing everything out, including selling grandparents all over the place.
Ben, thanks a lot. Good news from Nokia, but as you said, qualified news.
Good news.
Thank you.